Good afternoon. Today we're at the Museum of Arts and Sciences, and I am Deb Denys, candidate for Volusia County Council District 3, and today we're at the Early Learning Center, Play Center at the Museum of Arts and Sciences that we worked at as chair of the Early Learning Coalition, and you were executive director. This is Vicky Kluwe, who served as my executive director for our board, did a wonderful job here for Flagler and Volusia County, and it was during our tenure that we collaborated with the Museum of Arts and Sciences to develop this Early Learning Play Center. So Vicky, welcome.
Hey, thank you. It's my pleasure to be here, and I'm really excited to return to this wonderful play center. It has now become a reality, and it's very exciting.
It is. We go way back in structuring the funds for Flagler and Volusia and working with all the agencies and support groups to do what we did. So what's some of your recollection?
Well, first of all, I want to say that I want to put a plug in for you because I really want to see Deb on the county council, and I have three very strong reasons why I want her to be on there. First of all, I mean, this is a symbol of it, is that she really cares about leaving our children a legacy. Not only did we put this center together here that children can enjoy for years to come, but also she was instrumental in leading our board in a literacy effort that I remember when you first came on board and you said, okay, well, what are we doing for literacy?
In our strategic plan.
Exactly. And I said, well, right now we just have a storytelling at a local bookstore. And you go, that is not acceptable. And so from that point on, we went ahead and structured under your leadership, Reading Makes Me Smile, which would go out to the child care providers and help them to bring literacy to their children. We put thousands and thousands of dollars worth of books into the library for parent centers.
All libraries in Flagler.
All.
Every
in
library.
both
counties.
Exactly. And those can be used for, you know, years and years and years to come. So that's number one. The second thing is what I learned about her is she is a strong business leader. We had a budget of $26 million, and she ran our organization like a Fortune 500 company. And one of the things that I really think she should be commended on is we had a contractor who we had a lot of concerns financially, whether they were going to make it or not, and she held their feet to the fire. She was able to find out exactly where they stood, and then in the request for proposal time period, rather than take it away and give it to an outside company.
Well, we were going to lose jobs.
Yeah, 70. We were almost.
We were going to lose local existing jobs from existing agencies, not just outside the county, but outside the state.
Right, so 70 jobs.
Yep.
And so what came out of that was that we were able to bring the services in-house and save those jobs. Yep. So that was really a strong, I think a real strong point. The third thing is, and this one I know for a fact, she stresses accountability. Not only with staff, but with the child care providers and even with the governmental entities in the state and so forth. And we were able to put together a monitoring system. We put together a strategic plan that had very strong, concise outcome measures. So I would have
used as a model throughout the state.
Yep, exactly. Yep. But I wouldn't have any qualms, and in fact, I'm telling my friends to vote for her because I know she's the real deal, and I think she'll be great on the council.
Well, I appreciate that input, but it always takes a strong team. And you're a strong leader too, and working behind the scenes in the boardroom and all of our many meetings. My philosophy always was, and we had this agreement, there'll never be a gotcha moment.
Exactly.
There was never a surprise in the boardroom. good, bad, or otherwise. And I always told you, if there was a problem, tell me beforehand. It's going to happen at some point.
Exactly.
Let's deal with it. It exists. Let's get over it, do the right thing, and go forward. And I think that relationship, professional relationship between the two of us, allowed us to accomplish some great things in a bad time.
And we had a great board. You put together a wonderful board.
We recruited some strong community leaders. We expanded the governance of the board to get more input from more accommodators and groups that were affected by our funding streams from the state and the federal government.
Right.
So we brought more stakeholders to the table, gave them a buy-in, which is how we got cooperation to accomplish things like the Museum of Arts and Sciences, the Early Learning Center.
This really does my heart good.
Yeah, this is one of the great, and a provider appreciation that we did for all of our private providers that provide early learning and daycare that's so much needed in our communities. Those thank yous that we did one once here one year.
It was.
Right here we did an evening award ceremony at the Museum of Arts and Sciences, which was just to honor those that serve peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and milk 5 days a week and put up with a whole lot that I couldn't do.
So they had a dinner out. It was wonderful.
We honored them very much. And you organized that, so it's a great team.
Thanks.
Well, thank you, Vicki. I appreciate you coming out to our wonderful Early Learning Center again. I'm sure we'll be working on many projects in the future.
And good luck.
Thanks.